Hi. It's Mrs. Stitches or Sheila. I am this channel about cross stitching. I live in Nova Scotia, in the southwest corner of Nova Scotia, and this is episode 21. So I have just finished over the weekend. Today is Tuesday, July 26th, 2022. I just finished a birthday challenge. It was the 24 hours of cross stitching just this last weekend, and I decided to try to stitch for 58 hours. Now, when I say 58 hours, what I was doing was every hour I would stitch 111 stitches, and then when I finished, I'd have a break until the next hour started. So I was up for 58 hours. I had cat naps in between. The 111 stitches would take me anywhere from 20 to 40 minutes. So about half an hour average. I'd have about half an hour to eat. I had a bath once, have a nap. I had my little timer set for 20 minutes, so I always got up well in advance of the next hour. I always started the hour on the nose. So it was an adventure. My plan going in was I was going to work on 5 projects and do 11 hours each. There's no significance to 11. It just worked out well for me in my math, so that's why 111 and 11 hours. I did the first 4 projects, and then the 4th project I decided to stick with, and so it got 2 sets of 11 hours plus the final 3 hours, so it got a total of 25 hours. Everything else got 11 hours. So I thought what I did was I actually took pictures all the way through at the end of each stitching session. So I have 58 pictures. I'm going to show them in segments, so you might want to look up because they're only going to be on the screen. It's going to hopefully work out almost like a movie, and you see the 111 stitches progressing along. One thing I was really surprised at in some cases was how, so each one got 11 hours, 111 stitches. That's 1,221 stitches. That's for the first 3. And then the 4th one got, I can't remember how many. It got 1,221 doubled, which would be 2,442 plus 333. My husband says I shouldn't be doing math, but I think I can do this. 2,442 plus 333 is 2,775. That's how much the final one got. So that one it's still hard to see that many stitches. It's just the way it works. So without further ado, let's get started. So I'm going to do this in the order I stitched them. So first, I started off with Pandemic. It's a good one to start with. I love working on Pandemic. I'm going to show you, I'll just hold it up just to hold it up for holding up's sake. I'll show you where I was working, and then I'm going to put the picture montage. But, oops. Okay, I'm just going to hold it up like this. This is my Pandemic, and I was working all in this area here. So I'm going to insert my picture montage here. So there, that was my photos, the 11 photos. The 0 is the starting one, so there's 12 photos, and then 1 to 11. It was wonderful to work on it. It was a great starting one. The 30 minutes or 111 stitches went by like a breeze. So just for reference, I started at 9 a.m. and let me get my little book out here. I'll show you my book that I used to plan all this. So this was my original plan, and then I wrote down every hour, and let's see if you can see it. Wrote down each hour and what project I was working on, whether I got the stitches complete, how many stitches, and the total number of stitches. And then you can see the rest of the math there. So, like I said, it was mostly half an hour, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, half an hour, 25 minutes for finishing it. So I finished that, started that at 9 a.m. and I finished it up at 7:30 p.m. So that was when I was done it. I know that when I was doing this one, I got in breaks where I actually went for walks. I did 2 walks. I also had my meals, had 2 meals there, lunch and dinner. So yeah, it was good to work on. I really enjoy working on Pandemic, and things went really smoothly with it. It was quite enjoyable. I know there was other things I wanted to say about it, but I can't think of what they are right now. One thing I did a lot of, and I remember with Pandemic, I was stitching outside or in the greenhouse. We had a lot of fog this weekend, and so a lot of times when I was outside, I actually put myself in the greenhouse. So you'll see in the pictures there's different lighting. Of course, there's different lighting throughout the whole thing, but it's definitely different when I'm outside versus inside. So after Pandemic, I switched to Dark Queen of the Sea. And this is the only one that you really significantly can see the change. So I'll show you what I finished off with, and then I'll do the picture montage again. So that is where I have finished off. So I was mostly working, or I solely was working on her hair. And so I will insert the photo montage here. There you go. See how much that progressed? It was a good one so that was my first night. And so I started, and I didn't make any mistakes on that one. I started at 8:00 p.m. and I finished up at 6:30 the next morning. So that was the full night one. And it worked really well because I could pick a color. And I was actually watching Flosstube, and I just was able to work a color, and then I pick another color, work a color, and it worked really well. So that was a good one. I do enjoy the way she's developing. I still got a ways to go. She's a big girl, but Dark Queen of the Sea. I have ordered, or I got the pre-order done on Dark Queen of the Earth, I think. Dark Queen of the Earth, the next one that they're coming out with. And I just ordered my fabric, and so it'll be nice to have a pair. So got to work on her. I probably won't finish her before the next one gets started, but got to work on her. Got to get her done. I know she's a big one. She's a big one, especially her tentacles. So, but I do like her. Okay. So after that, I switched to Hound in the Hair. So the Hound in the Hair is Modern Folk Embroidery. I started it at 7:00 Saturday morning, and I went to 5:30 Saturday evening. And again, I actually could see pretty good progress on it. It's just one color, so it was quite easy to do when I was starting to get a little bit tired, but not so bad. And so this is how far I got on it. I got up to the corner here. So this is just fold it. I am going to cut this fabric now that I know cut the fabric in half, but that is the corner. This is not the bottom. It goes further down here. I haven't done the bottom yet, but I do have the corner. So now I'll just start working my way down. So this is the Hound and the Hare. I'm going to, the words are in here. I'm going to change the words. So I haven't actually charted that out yet. That might be the last thing I do. But so I'll insert the photo montage of what I did here. There you go. I think you can see the progress on that one. Yep. And then at 6 p.m. on Saturday, I started my fourth project, which, knowing it was going to be another night one, I picked the easiest project I have for the material and for, well, that was one thing with Dark Queen C. Everything was on Ada except Dark Queen C is on a 28 count. And the Hound and the Hare being dark fabric was a bit hard to see, but at least it was daytime. But switching to the 28 count after doing Ada was hard. So if I did this again, I'd probably pick all Adas because and near the end, Ada white is a saving grace. So this is Birthday Cake by Carol Manning. And I started this last year on my birthday. And so I was very happy to make progress. I think I'm at about 18% now or 20%. I'm not quite sure. So it got the most stitches. It got worked on from, like I said, 6 o'clock Saturday night until when I finished on Sunday, which was 6:30. So sounds like 24 hours, but it's really 25 hours because you have the hour that you start and the hour that you finish was the next one. So 25 hours or 25 times 111 stitches. So in the end, I actually did 20 extra stitches because the numbers just worked out perfectly and ended up doing 64.58, which is my birth year and my age, 1964, and I'm 58 years old. So 64.58. So that's pretty cool. I thought that was a neat way it all worked out in the end. So, I think I will show the birthday cake montage photos here. There you go. And you can see at the start of all the photo montages, I put 0 just as the starting photo before hour 1, hour 2, etc. So, And then with the other ones, it's not hour 1. I actually put what hour I was in the 58 hours. So you can see kind of the whole progression. So that's what I use the blocks for. So it was quite the adventure. To be honest, I didn't think I'd be able to stay up 58 hours. Like I said before, I have lots of friends in the ultra running world who have done things where they're doing 100 miles in that time or less, or 200 miles in that time or less, or as many miles in that time or less. And I just, inspired by them, and it's sitting and stitching. I can do it. And I was grateful because I actually was able to rest in between. So I was pretty good. I had some good cat naps that I got in, and today's been a bit harder. This is 2 days afterwards. Yesterday was pretty good. I was pretty still up with everything. Today I'm a little bit more tired. I got the munchies like crazy, and I'm just tired. So a little bit more of a challenge. But it was a great challenge. I'm really pleased. My husband joked about, well, maybe I could do 100 hours, which would be 10,000. If I did 100 stitches an hour, that's 10,000 stitches. I'm not sure if I could do that many nights of missing out on sleep. The cat naps are good. I don't think that they get you into the proper sleep enough. So I don't know. I thought another challenge would be in the future to pick. I was going to do Tempest Fugit at one point, but I know that I'm slower on it. It's a Haid, and some sections will go fast, but if they got a bit more confetti, it might take a little longer. And it's not gridded, and I just know it's not one of my fastest ones. So I purposely didn't pick it. I couldn't switch. And Birthday Cake was just so perfect. I wanted to stay on Birthday Cake. So that might be a challenge in the future, is just to do one project only, Tempest Fugit, and see how many hours I can actually do with X number of stitches each hour. And if I don't make that number of stitches, that's it, I'm done. So that's the way I stylized this after a running event, which is called Big's Backyard, but there's a bunch of backyards now where they run a 4-mile loop, and they always start on the hour, and then as quick as you do it, that's how much of a rest you get in between, but you always have to be back at the starting line up the start of the next hour, and it's the last man standing thing. So this is my version of it with stitching, and I'm pretty proud of 58 hours and 66,458 stitches. I'm really pleased with that. So I did work on a couple other things since I've seen you. I won't haul everything out, but just going to grab here my daily piece. So this is what I work on each and every day. This is called Felix. And I've been working, before the 58 hours happened, I was working mostly in here. And I was leaving the black because I thought my last 3 hours were going to be working black on black, simple after 58 hours of staying. Decided not to do that, stayed with Birthday Cake. But anyway, so right now I'm finishing off the black there and then black there, and I got to finish that. And then I'm going to be kind of working on something else, so on more. So that's exciting. I do enjoy it. And then I thought I'd show you, with all this stuff, I've actually gotten a bit behind on all my monthly projects. So I actually haven't touched Fruits of Plenty yet. And the month is up in like 5 days. So it might not get touched this month at all. So I'm going to be a month behind. This is my Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow. I am going to finish this by the end of this month. Want to stay on track on this. So I got this for my birthday, a little 8-inch or whatever size this is, Q-snap. I love it. I love it so much. It is perfect. It keeps it so taut. And sometimes the bigger Q-snaps, my arms have been getting really sore. My shoulders been getting sore. So this fits in my Lowry stand. Like the bigger ones will keep tipping over or falling out, and they're just too much to hold. But anyway, so this is what I'm working on these few evenings left in this month, just to try and get it done. So it's I really like it. I think it's super, super cool. So still got a ways to go. I got all of a tree over here. I got some more words in here. I got the rest of the moon behind here. I got 2 bats to do. and all the grass behind the words. So it's going to be a push to get it done I work on it in the evenings, but I hopefully will get it done by this month. If not, I get it done a couple days afterwards. And that's it. This is a short one. Life. My husband did a run with car, drove one of he does rescue birds every once in a while, takes them from where they've been rescued from to a place where they rehabilitate them. It's with Nova Scotia Hope for Wildlife, but they have a facility part way up Nova Scotia. So he's taken several birds there. In the past, he took a gannet. I'll show a picture here. And he took a snowy owl that he found at the side of the road. I'll show a picture here. And then just recently, this was right before I started my 58 hours, he took a peregrine falcon, and I'll show the photo here. Amazing. And I think I showed you before, but we actually took a fawn, a little deer fawn, in about, I don't know how long ago that was, 2 or 3 weeks ago. That was pretty amazing too. So, but the birds are beautiful and just wonderful. So that was exciting. Been holed up in the house the whole time. We had fog all weekend. It's been a bit of a heat wave in Nova Scotia. And that reminds me, I got to get back to my temperature tree and finish it up. I'm behind a couple weeks now, so maybe I do that tonight before I can touch Halloween at Hawthorne Hollow. The fog came in. So like I said, Nova Scotia's been having a heat wave, which means where we live, which is right by the ocean, just the combination, I think, of the cold air or the cold air coming off the water and the hot air coming off the land, we get lots of fog. So if it's really nice weather, mainland, we're getting fog. So we've been today's our first sunny day and what feels like 3 or 4 days. And last night with the fog, we got a thunder and lightning storm. It was pretty wild. I'll show you a tiny video here of the rain. We call it car wash rain, but here is the rainstorm, a little bit that happened last night. I'll put it in here. Speaking of which, I did not show you guys. I don't know how long ago, about 3 weeks ago, I went for a run in the fog, and halfway, not even halfway, probably 5 minutes out, the rainstorm happened, and my husband filmed me coming home on my run in the pouring rain. So I'm going to insert that video here.
So this is what is referred to as a deluge, or a thunderstorm. Out there you see the crazy Mrs. Sheila, being a dedicated soul and completing her run in said deluge. She is all kind of furzy and all kind of wet. If you've never seen a drowned rat before, you can look at a Mrs. Sheila as a prime example of a drowned rat. Her dedication and the Nova Scotia flag are flying and flailing in the wind. For our 30-second video of the day, there's a drowned rat.
One drop when I was around Crockers, there's drops like dark spots on the road. Uh-oh, I think I'm going to get soaked.
She got soaked. She couldn't have picked the worst time of day to go for a run.
No,
but she is dedicated.
I had fun.
She is highly a dedicated person, Mrs. Crocker. Or actually, Mrs. Sheila is a highly dedicated person.
Bulmer, you can get your camera wet.
Mrs. Sheila.
Bye, honey.
Bye.
This is going to be a lot of editing. That's okay. I'm prepared for it. So that's about everything. Hopefully I was able to find everything that I'm planning to insert, and I can insert everything. And not sure how long this video will be. I guess I should mention I did get spoiled for my birthday. I really, really did. I have the greatest husband. That's all there is to it. He decided he went to Michael's and bought lots of floss, and I got 3 to 5 skeins of floss every day leading up to my birthday. That was a lot of floss. I got other things. I got that embroidery bag I showed you last time. I got the Q-snap. I got some scissors. I got some fabric. I got lots of lottery cards, a puzzle book, candies, chocolates. He made me a special meal each day of the Friday, Saturday, Sunday. He made me a beautiful Black Forest cake for my birthday, which was to die for. The cake itself was supposed to be made with Guinness, but instead he used a local brewery here, their beer or lager, which was coffee and chocolate, and oh, it was so good. It was like a chocolate torte with homemade whipping cream and cherries. Just really, really good. Yeah, it was a good one. It was one of the funnest ways to spend my birthday. I got to stitch to my heart's content, and that's a lot of stitching. So it's thinking of next year what to do, and just back to stitching what I want. So stitch what you want. Sorry, this is a short, sweet one. I knew I just wanted to make this on the 58 hours only. Next time, hopefully I'll be back to my regular routine. I'll probably make it maybe in about 2 weeks from now. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'll try to get on a schedule, but no promises. It is what it is. So that's everything. Take care, everybody, and we'll see you in a couple weeks. Bye.